Rhythmia Life Advancement Center in Costa Rica. I have a doctorate in psychology and a master's degree in public health. I'm from Los Angeles, California. Been down here in Costa Rica about 8 years. And this week is a great week here. We have a special guest, Taita Juanito, working with us and serving plant medicine during the week. It's always a nice time when Taita's here because he helps people go really deep in their process. And he's an indigenous ayahuasquero from the Amazon basin of Colombia. And it's always a special treat to have him here. I want to give a shout out to my homie Tigre, the tiger, who's a Yahe elder who is watching this right now. What's up, Tiger? Miss you over here. So the reason why Taita comes to Rhythmia periodically and why he's been coming to Rhythmia for several years and will be coming much more in 2023 is because he endorses what we're doing here. He endorses the program that we have. It matches his indigenous belief system on healing, and we understand his approach and we endorse his approach. And so what's really happening at Rhythmia is a bridge between indigenous cultural curandero practices of healing and a Western medical model that involves nurses and doctors and people that have a Western sort of training. And that the reason why that bridge is so important, in my opinion, is because it allows people that would never actually venture into the jungle to receive this very important healing. It allows them to feel comfortable in a way to come and receive this medicine in a process that sort of matches what they're used to. So just like I wouldn't expect someone from an indigenous culture that's been in the jungle their whole life to walk into Cedar Sinai at UC or in West Los Angeles or the UCLA Med Center where I used to work and kind of feel comfortable in a patient room in there. I wouldn't expect that. Maybe they would be, but this analogy sense, I'm saying I wouldn't expect an Upper East Side Manhattan CEO, single mom, to show up in the jungles of Peru with an unknown group of people that could be really awesome and helpful, or could be a little sketchy and there's language barriers and all kinds of things. So what's going on for us at Rhythmia is we're at the middle bridge between the West and the indigenous cultures of the ayahuasqueros. So it's a very daunting and respectful task that we take on, and a very sacred and special purpose that we have as a company. And we're really proud to be able to offer that to people. Some people go into the jungle after they've been here. Some people have already been to the jungle and then come here. There's all different scenarios. Nothing's right or wrong. It just depends on what matches your own sort of, protocols for you, what you feel comfortable doing. But what we have at Rhythmia that's very unique is we have a program that is structured around helping you connect with yourself, no longer being dissociated, no longer being in a position of depression, anxiety, panic, trauma, all these things that we deal with in life. It's a program that helps you get empowered over those things and move past them and heal them. And, it's just nowadays there's so much momentum towards a plant-based approach to helping us connect back with ourselves through connecting with nature. And as humans, we're part of an ecosystem that we've basically rejected over the last several 100,000 years. And we've lost our connection to nature, especially like I grew up in Los Angeles. There wasn't a lot of, there's a lot of cement, a lot of pavement. There were some trees, but there wasn't, it wasn't like nature was the leading methodology for much, at least I didn't think so. So it's really cool to have nature be your partner in your life with plant-based diet and with plant medicine and respecting nature and living in nature and seeing nature. I mean, it's just a beautiful sort of way to live. And those of us that aren't lucky like me and get to live in Costa Rica, you go back to your homes after this, and a lot of you guys live in the cities and come from all kinds of urban areas, but you have that piece of nature connection again within you, and you can have that energy with you moving forward in your life. So it's a very cool, very beautiful process. So what we're hoping happens for you is that you realize that plant medicine could be an option, and you've tried probably multiple other options to work on anxiety, depression, trauma, addiction, whatever, and none of it's really actually gotten to the core cause of it. And this is a program that can help you kind of solidify your own happiness and get it to a point in your life where you feel comfortable and grounded, and you don't have to go back to the old way of triggered environments. They don't trigger you, and coping mechanisms that were not serving you. You've got new ones, and the new ones are just healthy, simple self-connection practices. So, we're happy to teach you some of those when you come here. And a lot of you guys already have things that you use, which is awesome. You come and amplify them here at Rhythmia. So we're excited to have you guys come. Let me know through these Facebook lives, if you guys have any sort of specific questions or things. I'm happy to address certain topics you might have. So leave a comment in the comments section. And thanks for listening. And I hope to meet you guys soon down here in Pura Vida, Costa Rica. Thanks for listening. See you next week.